What's going on, guys? And welcome back to some more Mike Tyson's Punch-Out in the last part. We made it to Piston Honda in the world circuit. We plowed through 7-bet fights. This part, we're going to try to see if we can make it to Tyson. I'm not sure if we're going to beat him. I have, ways to beat Tyson. I don't know. It's we'll see how it plays. But, if you recall the last part, Piston Honda, we had some trouble with. But, now this Piston Honda is a little bit different because for one thing he's tougher, but if you can time his hold on. Yeah, if you can time Piston Honda's charge shot, that knocks him down instantly. It's an automatic KO is what I'm saying, so you can time it. So I think if you punch him in the gut during that move, you get a star, but it's not even really worth it. I didn't time that right, so I suck at Piston Honda today. I think we're having an easier time this time than we did with the first fight, so we're gonna knock him down at least. This Piston Honda, I think you can win by decision, but I think the points require maybe 7,000. Okay, I should not have gone for that star. Alright, we got him! So yeah, if you get that Piston Honda, it's an automatic KO, so he's not gonna get back up. He's gonna try to get back up, but he's not gonna get back up. So yeah, if you time that charge, an automatic KO. Anyways, we're ranked up to number 5, and this guy, he's from Moscow, and an interesting fact that I think everybody knows. In the arcade version, he was called Vodka Drunkinsky, but because of a combination of insensitivity and the fact that they didn't allow alcohol references, they changed it to Soda Popinski. But wait till you see his in-between dialogue. That's not even the worst thing about the arcade game. The arcade game also has an Italian boxer named Pizza Pasta, where if you got Mario is stereotypical enough, you got Pizza Pasta, so... Now, Soda Popinski, I don't think it's too hard, but he'll throw some random, he'll go uppercuts, and he'll do hooks, but sometimes he'll throw jabs, and you won't see coming, so... I will say about Mike Tyson's Punch-Out in general, you really have to memorize these fighters if you want to go this game, but anyway, so, now one tip I also have, especially with the later fighters in this game, try to even get them in a speck of health and don't attack them until the next round. That way you can instant knockdown. So I like to do that at least with Soda Popinski. So now a lot of these later fighters you're gonna have a hard time KOing them, but oh shit. Alright. Now, I'm not going to attack him until the round ends, so... Wait till the round ends. Shit. Yeah, so we got 2 specks of health on him, and we're gonna say, straight up ambush from the next round, and he says, I can't drive, so I'm gonna walk over you. So, yeah. Either he's drinking soda and he can't drive, which is totally false, or there's alcohol. I don't really think there's even soda pop in that bottle. I'm not buying it, Nintendo. Because he actually has intoxicated dialogue in between rounds, so... I've heard it is possible, I think, to get Soda Popinski around round 1, but you have to do it a very specific way. But we already knocked him down 6 seconds in, so... Alright, so... Alright, he's gonna go straight for the uppercuts. He's even gonna uppercut with his other hand, so... Alright, uppercut. We should be exhausting him because we're gonna knock him down again. Alright, he's already knocked down again, so one more knockdown, we got this. Alright, so he got a little bit of health back, but we should be able to knock him down again. We haven't got knocked down ourselves. That's now if you get knocked down with Soda Popinski, he just laughs at you. So yeah, Soda Popinski is definitely a goofy character. Anyway, that's Soda Pop against you right there. Anyway, so we're ranked up to number 4, and we're rematching Bald Bull. So this is a weird fight because you can only knock down Bald Bull with either star uppercuts or timing the bull charge. And the fact that he always gets up at 9. I think it is possible to KO him, but I don't know how it works. I think you have to go into 3 rounds with him. Anyway, so he does that. When he does kind of that thing, he definitely throws the star uppercut. So I'm going to save that till he's low on health. Make sure I don't lose it. Alright, I knew he was gonna throw the uppercut. Oh wait, no. Yeah, sometimes if you don't counter his uppercuts in time, he'll just block you. He'll block it. So this is a pretty weird fight. Alright, we got knocked him down at least once. I don't think we're gonna get him in the first round this time though. Maybe if we time the bull charge, we will, but... Yeah, he always gets up at 9. Again, I think it is possible to KO him. I think you have to go into 3 rounds with him, so... I don't think we're doing that, so... I'm sucking at this fight today. Anyway. Okay, so I think it's like that... You see that bearded guy in the bottom left? If he nods his head, I think that's the timing to hit it, but, Is it how that fact went undiscovered for like decades, but we just need to knock him down one more time, which is doable, but come on, we almost had him, but we'll get him in round 2 at least. Listen, Mac. Give him a fast uppercut when he's stunned. This time, I'm gonna charge right over you. Well, you failed the first time, so... Let's see what Bald Bull can do in round 2. Anyway, so... We don't have the star uppercut from the previous round, though. We need to get a star uppercut, so... Wait. Alright, there we go. This works. I'm not always good at the timing the bull charge. I've done it every single time, so... As long as we're winning, though, so... Alright, come on. Alright. He's going straight to the jabs, and... Alright, second time. Alright, we already have a star uppercut. We're gonna get another one because he's gonna get up, so... He always does the taunt when you knock him down, so... Again, he always gets up at 9, so... Okay, he's definitely exhausted, so... Come on, that's Bull Bull. Anyway, so here's the next... Get a load of who's the next fighter. Yeah, I personally never understood why Don Flamenco, of all people, beat Bull Bull. But if you look at, like, his 9 knockout record, he probably beat Bull Bull by decision, which you can beat the second Bull Bull by decision. I'm not going to speculate. But, yeah, Don Flamenco's back. He's a lot harder than he is the first time also, because he taunts you in a... He usually taunts you into punching while he's blocking, so you basically waste hearts, and then he just throws uppercuts at random. So, I think even speedrunners have a hard time with this fight, actually. Okay, he's just going to start with the jabs, and then, yeah, I think even speedrunners have a hard time with Don Flamenco, too, so... Actually, 3 fighters are from Tyson, so... Alright, jab. You can counter them with 4 punches also, so... This might be another fight where I just don't attack him until the round ends. He's gonna start doing that taunt, and then, so yeah. He's just gonna keep doing this, and then all of a sudden he'll throw an uppercut at random, so... This is the funny animation again, though. Alright, so yeah, he's just gonna... Okay, there we go. What I'll do with this time is I'll try to get Doflamingo's health low, and then I won't attack him until the round ends. Alright. So yeah, I'll just straight up ambush him during the next round. Now, there's a funny dialogue that can come out of Doflamingo, but I don't think we're gonna see it. We could try to see it, alright. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Sometimes he says, "Hey, Mr. Referee Mario, I like your hair," but that's not one we got, so... Alright, I think he's gonna start with the jabs. Actually, no, he's gonna go straight for the uppercuts. So anyway, we're 8 seconds in, we are knocking him down. Now, the points required to beat Doflamingo 2 by decision is actually really high. You need 10,000. I think it's the highest out of all the fighters. He's also the last of the main fighters we can beat by decision. The next two we're unable to beat by decision, so we can beat Tyson by decision, but not the next two fighters. Yeah, one more knockdown, we have this. Problem is we're about to run out of hearts, so yeah, that's his goal basically. Probably explains why not only like 13 out of his wins were by decision. So yeah, we have one heart left, so we have to come on, knock him down. There we go. Nice try, Doflamingo. Alright, we've been ranked up to number 2, and up number 1 is Mr. Sandman. He's from Philadelphia, and he's one of the hardest fighters in the whole game. He's also a palette... I should also point out he's a palette swap of Bull. There's some fighters in this game that are palette swaps, like Doflamingo being a palette swap of Flash Joe. But he's a palette swap of Bull, and he doesn't do the Bull charge, but instead of the Bull charge, hold on. Instead of the Bull charge, he does a series of 3 uppercuts, which you gotta time to dodge, so... Yeah, this is when the game gets a lot tougher, but, eventually he's gonna start throwing hooks, which I want to get to those, so yeah. I'm fucking alright, I thought it was dodging, but, I don't like that he almost knocked me down. Eventually, when he stops throwing the hooks, that means he's gonna start throwing the uppercuts. But you dodge, punch him in the face, and punch him in the stomach. So, alright, come on. Oh fuck! Yeah, that's our first knockdown. So. I might have to... I fucking die. Okay, I've been dealing with input delay all day. This is not the type of game to have input delay in also. Now, I think he's gonna go straight to the uppercuts. Actually, no, I'm thinking of what he does in round 2. I'm just gonna try to see if I can take as much damage from him as possible and not attack till the round ends. I might have to go the rest of this fight without talking though, but now I should also point out you can also have with the select button you can also heal with but you can only do this once per fight, so if you go into 3 rounds, we won't be able to do it a second time, so I'm gonna start with the... He's gonna go straight to the hook, so we could knock him down, so he's gonna go straight to the uppercuts though if we knock him down, so alright, come on. Alright, there we go. He is gonna go straight to the uppercut, so I'm gonna have to go silent really quickly. Okay, 3, 4. He's not gonna stay down, so he's gonna get up at 8, so come on. Alright, let's do this. Alright, there we go. Once you can time that, you can counter with a lot of body shots, so... I don't know what the input delay is today when it's on... Alright, Alright, there we go. If we can time the Dreamline Express one more time, we got this fight. Flash. Alright, there we go. Come on, come on, come on. Is it enough? Is it enough? Is it enough? Is it enough? No, it's not. Alright. There we go. We got him. Fuck you, Mrs. Sandman. Anyway, so the next fighter, it might be a chance I might not be able to beat him. And I remember the original playthrough, I also had a hard time with him. But this is the World Tournament title bout. This is the second to last battle in the game. Also, if you're playing the Famicom version, this is the final boss. But this is Super Macho Man. He's from Hollywood, California. He's 27 years old. He's as old as I am. And he looks like he's in his 50s. So, yeah. This guy is no joke, though. He goes straight to uppercuts. He's basically a palette saw of Soda Popinski, and he also does spin punches, which if he does the multiple ones, which he does after he gets up, he knocks you down instantly. I used to have an even harder time with this fight than I did with Tyson, of all people, so it is possible to get him in the first round, but it's really hard to do. We're gonna have to go in the second round. We're gonna have to go into 2 of them. Interesting enough, I actually did KO him once. I don't know how the fuck I did it. I think I went into 3 rounds with him. I know that for a fact, but I've never been able to repeat it. Notice how slowly his HP is going out, but anyway, we knocked him down once. Alright. Now we got time to spin punches, which is what he's always had trouble with. Alright, wait till the flash. Anyway, so you gotta do like a rhythm, and you gotta wait till the flash. That's how you count the spin punches. We might get him in 1 round. He hasn't done the 1 spin punch yet, so that's a good sign. Hey, we might get Super Macho Man in 1 round. Alright, we gotta stay quiet. Flash. Alright, there we go. We might get him in 1 round. Oh my god. I think that was the best Super Macho Man I've ever done in my life, including the one where I KO'd him, but anyway, we beat Super Macho Man! Yay! And, yeah. On April Fool's Day of 1977, let that sink in, there's the new champion. Last night, we found a small but great champion named Little Mac. Push start for the dream fight. And look, there's the Where, and there's the I Lost My Belt Macho, and the Daddy Come Back Home. There's a picture of Mario. There's a passkey that takes you to Super Macho Man. It doesn't take you to Tyson. Now, it's not a guarantee I'll beat Tyson, but if I can't beat Tyson, however, there's a code to get to him, so we'll give it a shot. I'm gonna have to go the first minute 30 seconds without talking though, so because we gotta wait for the flash and counter 2 punches. Alright, come on. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to go with this without talking. Fuck. That's historically thrown me off when he's given like a big delay. But anyway, so when he throws, and when he gets to 1 minute 30, he throws wink punches. Now I just knocked him down 1 time. But my goal with this fight also is to get him as low health as possible, and then immediately ambush him once round 2 begins. We're not gonna get him in the first round. We're just not. So now you want to also punch the hand with the hand opposite of what he's facing, because that does more damage on this fight. from when he does the wink punches. So my goal is to get him low on health. No, that's not how we do it. I might have to do most of this fight without talking, but we're not gonna knock him down again, but my goal is to... Alright, so yeah. We're going on round 2. We didn't get knocked down a single time, thank God. We might actually beat him. Your experience doesn't match mine. Go home and practice. Of course, I'm not going to read that in a Mike Tyson voice. Because his voice is a little weird, but so is mine, to be fair. But now, here's what we can actually do in round 2. He's going to throw jabs. You can block them and count them for stars. And we can just knock him down right like that. Now, stars can only be used with wing punches. They can't be used with uppercuts, so just keep that in mind. We've already knocked him down at least once. Now, I should also point out you can beat Tyson by decision, so... Fuck. Come on. Yeah, you can use star uppercuts with wing punches, but you can't with uppercuts, so... Now, the uppercuts in the second round, they won't knock you down like they did the last time. But, I mean, that's usually a star. But I think every time I can knock him down. We were going to knock him down anyway. So, we might actually beat him in round 2, which is not the easiest of tasks. Alright, wing punches. Come on. Yeah, it's historically throwing me off when he does the delay, so... We almost got him! Fuck yeah! That's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out without even game overing. I did not expect to get Tyson on the first fucking attempt either also. But anyway, here's a proper Mike Tyson's Punch-Out playthrough. I kind of regret not finishing the first one. Great fighting, you were tough, Mac. I've never seen such finger speed before. Yeah, we made it all the way to Tyson and beat him in one try. Let's fucking go. Yeah, there's a rundown of all the fighters. I think Pitts and Honda was the fighter we had the most trouble with. We also had a little bit of trouble with Mr. Sandman, but... Yeah, look, get a load of that. We beat Mike Tyson in round 2. I've seen speedrunners beat him in round 1. I don't think I'm ever gonna beat him in round 1, but because you have to do specific methods to do it that are frame perfect. But we beat Tyson in round 2, which most people beat him either round 3 or by decision. So, anyways, that's 14-0. We went an undefeated Mike Tyson's Punch-Out playthrough. That's gonna wrap it up for this mini playthrough. So I'll see you guys next time.